Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with another flight of the F522 Syma X5C clone. In one of my last videos, I inferred that this F522 had headless mode, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Well, after playing around with the buttons, I figured out this is the one that activates headless mode, the light button. What you do to activate headless mode is hold it down for about 3 to 4 seconds until you hear a beep, and then it goes into headless mode. And that's what I want to demonstrate today. This quadcopter flying in headless mode. So hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, the battery's inserted, and I'm activating the transmitter, binding the transmitter, and I'm going to activate headless mode right now before we even take off. Okay, I held down that button for 3 seconds. Let's go for a flight. Now notice, I am in headless mode. I can do translational yawing or pirouettes. You can't do this with a quadcopter without headless mode. Okay, pulling it back to myself. So this does have headless mode. Now the question I got is, does it remember the initial heading? I'm coming out of headless mode now. Okay, now this is forward. That's the forward. And I'm going into intermediate because there's a little bit of a breeze here. Okay. Now I'm going to point the quadcopter at that pylon over there. Let's see if that is the new bearing for this headless mode. Activating headless mode. Yeah. So it remembers whatever heading it was when you activate headless mode. Okay, so this is not like a magnetic compass headless mode. You can't use this in particularly for return to home flying. It doesn't remember the initial heading when the quadcopter was binded, like some of the other quadcopters, like the Tarantula. Let's bring it down here. I've never done hands-off. The hands-off flying with it. There's only a slight breeze here. Let's see if I can do that. It is a very steady flyer when you don't have a camera attached. Okay, there is a breeze. The breeze is picking up again. But unfortunately, when you attach a camera to this thing, it becomes a whole different flyer. Some folks have suggested that it's caused by the interference from the camera, that the camera has some type of RF, radio frequency interference, that causes the reduction in range, like on the 808 camera. This is possible, I guess. Let's go to expert. We'll fly the rest of this flight in expert mode here to show this is a maneuverable flyer without a camera. Doing funnels with it. And again, this is the F522. Let's try that headless mode again. Again, this does have headless mode. It's not advertised now, mind you. I got this quadcopter from GearBest. I'm not sure all versions of this have headless mode. There are sometimes I've recommended headless mode, like the DM007 has headless mode, or the one that I got from GearBest. But some people bought a different version of the DM007 somewhere else, and theirs didn't have headless, and they were complaining to me. But if you buy it from a different vendor, I can't guarantee it. And I can't guarantee that GearBest is always going to have headless mode either, because again, as production, different versions of this come out on the production line, they could change the circuit board on the quadcopter. But currently the one that's shipping from GearBest as of this date does have headless mode. Again, you activate it by pressing down this left button here, even though it's not advertised. See? Okay, I'm coming out of headless mode now. Let's go into auto flipping. It does have an auto flip feature. I like the auto flip on the MJX X400 better. It's more usable than this one. Okay, coming out of auto flip. Okay, my lights are blinking. But I'll fly it until we lose power, which is right now. So, that was a demonstration of the F522 with its headless mode. It does have headless mode. This current version being shipped right now, as of this date, does have headless mode. Again, I can't guarantee that it will always have headless mode because they did change the version of the DM007 that did have headless mode. I don't know if they all have headless mode anymore. So, this is Quadcopter 101. I hope you enjoyed this flight. Signing out.